atmospheric nitrogen by 0.03%. It is not much consolation that society will pick up the bits, leaving us at ape modern where punishment rather than interdiction is paramount. Please, cut the fuse. They will not harm their own. End of line. Limiting diffusions to 2 dimensions increases the number of evolutionary jumps within the species. Rise and measure the temple of the 5. Transformation is the goal. They will not harm their own. Data font synchronization.
The hybrid is clearly telling us something.
The hybrid is always telling us something. They're supposed to maintain operations on each ship, not vomit metaphysics. All right, I give up. What? What is she trying to tell us?
They're in the colonial fleet. With the humans.
They? They who?
The final 5.
The Raiders refused to fight because they sensed the final 5 might be in the colonial fleet.
They could have been caught. They could be in hiding.
You know what? Stop. Stop right now. Turn around, go and take a cleansing walk, and I'm going to try and forget what I just heard.
The final 5, Cavill, they're near. This is far too important.
What their eyes must have seen, witnessed over time.
Do you think they look anything like us?
That's enough! Don't you realize what you're doing? You're openly discussing the final 5. That's forbidden! You're toying with our survival. Look at yourselves. Look, there's millions of 2s have that nose. Millions of 6s possess that mouth. 8s share those breasts, and 1s have this brain. We're mechanized copies. There's a reason the original programmers clearly felt that it's a mistake for us to contact the final 5.
No!
Violating that programming threatens our survival.
Something has changed.
Oh, it's a change. Yes, they changed. The Raiders changed. That's where all this started with them. Somehow they exceeded their programming, and unlike us, they can't correct themselves. So we're going to have to do it for them.
Do what?
We'll reconfigure their neural architecture and shave down their heuristic responses.
Dumb them down, lobotomize them?
They're tools, not pets.
But in any case, it has to be done.
Says who?
Says God Almighty, the voice of reason, that's who. When are you going to hear it?
You don't have the authority to make any change without a majority vote.
Well, we'll vote. The 4s and 5s will be on my side.
There will be a vote. The Raiders hear what we hear.
The Raiders are simple machines.
No. Something extraordinary has happened. Something is calling to us, pushing us to discover our origins, to understand our place in the universe. The Raiders are part of that, and the final 5
are anywhere but with the humans.
You're late. I had to wait for Callie to nod off, okay? She's having trouble sleeping.
Did you see Kara?
I saw her. She's crazy as a latrine rat. If anything, she's more like Starbuck than ever.
She's my wife.
And the president nearly put a bullet in her skull because she suspected her of being a Cylon. You are one. We bring attention to ourselves. We're fracked. If Starbuck is one of us, she's playing it big the other way.
And the 4 of us heard the music and sought each other out. She hasn't. We're still missing one.
Baltar. Not Baltar, but when I found him in the temple on the algae planet, he was with one of those skin jobs, the one they call Deanna. She saw something in there. I don't know what it is, but they talked. He might know something. He's got those one god nutcases believing he's some kind of healer. He brought some boy out from a coma. Maybe he knows who the 5th is.
Yeah, maybe he knows who we are.
Then we gotta get in close and find out.
How do you propose we do that? Take him out for drinks?
Well, he has accomplished the 2 things. Lying in a cell and lying in a woman. He'd poke a skin job. He racked up a 6, that's a given.
There is no way.
You don't have to get on your back for him, but...
Oh, gee, thanks.
The shape of it, the smell of it, the feel of it on my skin, in my pores, and I swear to you, it was like I'd been there before. Like I never left.
You're too stupid to figure out you just screwed over the one ally you had. You didn't have the guts to hold on. Tell me, who's gonna help you?
Yeah, frack me, huh? Sure as hell isn't gonna be you. You've got to remind yourself that you're somebody else. You're the president's wet nurse. You're the one who doesn't have the guts. Nice to know you still care, Admiral.
We've all conferred with our models, and the results are in.
And the 4s and the 5s have joined us 1s. They voted to reconfigure the Raiders.
Gee, what a surprise. Well, the 2s, 6s, and 8s voted against it, so we're deadlocked.
Hopelessly. But you were right. And I'm machine enough to admit that I was wrong.
What are you talking about?
Well, something extraordinary has happened. 8.
What's going on? Boomer.
I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'll just say that this 8 has voted to reconfigure.
What?
Shocked. I was shocked, too.
No one has ever voted against their model. No one. Is this true?
We have to be able to defend ourselves.
No, this is unconscionable. This is wrong. She can't. You had something to do with this.
No, it was her decision, totally.
You cannot allow this.
There is no law, there's no edicts.